Spies can sabotage a rival army's ability to move during a turn, effectively sending them on a wild goose chase. Right-click to move your army to any part of the highlighted area. Attack by right-clicking on a rival's army or city. Merge with a friendly army by moving to the same spot. Board a fleet at a coast by moving onto it. In Napoleon Total War, a turn is a 2-week period in order to simulate the intense fighting of the various campaigns.
Ready and awaiting orders. Any further orders? Immediately. Any further orders? Make ready. March!
Yes, my lord.
Men! Forward!
Your humble servant.
Immediately. Waiting for orders. Make ready. March!
Upgrading the road system within a region will increase its trade capability. Better quality roads also allow armies to march further within a turn.
Aye, sir. Battle stations, prepare to engage! Fleet ready. Down the decks!
This panel is used to research new technologies that will enable your nation to gain advantage over its rivals. To begin, simply select the item you wish to research. The presence of a gentleman will speed up the process. Every army, fleet, or agent can reveal information about rival armies, navies, and settlements in their immediate proximity. The level of detail available depends on the type of character who is spying, so dedicated espionage agents perform better than generals in this capacity.
Forward! Up! Forward for crown and country!
Note that agents cannot be This tab shows all existing buildings in the selected town or city. Mouse over them to see what can yet be constructed. Right-click on a picture to see its description. Left-click on a building to add it to the queue, and again to remove it. Construction cost is displayed underneath. Construction time is shown in the top left-hand corner. The Missions tab gathers together information on active. Prestige is a measure of your reputation amongst. Each nation has a set of predetermined territorial. The Government Details panel. The Policies tab allows adjustment of taxation levels for every region you control. From here, AI management of taxation and construction can be specified. The Ministers tab displays information about members of your government. The Trade tab details all resources brought to your capital from across your empire and shows how these are exported. The Building browser shows how successive buildings are linked, allowing you to easily plan the growth of your empire on a per-region basis. Click on a building to see at a glance what else can be constructed from it. The Lists panel gathers together useful information about the armed forces, agents, and regions in your possession. As your empire grows in size, these lists will provide a useful reference and means this tab shows all fleets available for recruitment in the selected. This tab lists all your agents, their available movement points, and current status. It can be sorted by each of those headings. It's possible to cycle back through the advice that's already been displayed by use of the back button on the advisor HUD.
Sir, your orders?
This panel gives you important information about a particular unit type, number of men, recruitment and upkeep costs, experience, statistics. It is possible to swap between building types anywhere there is a chain of buildings. Select the building you wish to change, then click on the Change Building Type button to the right of the review panel to convert from one to another. A trade post is the means by which nations within the European theatre trade with the rest of the world who do not appear in the game. In order to begin trade, build a trade ship, sail to a trade post, and right-click on the anchor icon. Attrition is the loss of troops from a unit due to desertion, disease, etc. A unit will suffer attrition if it ends its turn in the field during the winter months or in desert conditions. Armies native to regions in the far north or in deserts are immune to attrition when located in those regions. All elite units are immune to attrition. Planning your construction needs is essential to a successful empire. Buildings of education further the research and acquisition. Right-click to move your fleet to any part. To place an army or character on board a ship or fleet, select it and hover your mouse over the fleet. The cursor will change into an arrow with a figure, illustrating that the ship or fleet can be boarded. Right-click to board.
Yes, my lord.
Ports do not just facilitate overseas trade. Upgrading to a dockyard also allows naval vessels to be built. Note that ships can also be ordered directly from fleets if commanded by an admiral. To disembark an army or character onto land, select it and hover your mouse over the coast. The cursor will change into an arrow with a figure, illustrating that the army or character can be disembarked. Right-click to disembark. Disembarkation also works by left-clicking and dragging the army or character onto the land. Ctrl+A to select all units or agents within a tab. By choosing the right mix of units, some commanders are able to field highly mobile armies. Such forces can use their mobility to stage surprise attacks, seize important strategic targets, and generally make a nuisance of themselves. You can attack a fleet belonging to another nation when it is within the highlighted area. Right-click on a fleet to engage in naval combat. Winning a battle isn't just about greater numbers. The balance of units and the commander's ability are essential. Look at the strength ratio and reinforcement information before committing yourself, but beware. If you are attacked, it may not be possible to avoid combat. The buttons at the bottom of this panel represent your battle options. Mouse over to see what each one does.
They shall sleep with the fishes. Still shipshape.
A very large army or navy spread over 2 or more unit stacks may not be able to fight as a single
The
force.
oceans
A
are
nation
ours.
can field a maximum of 20 units on the battlefield at one time. In this instance, additional units arrive for battle piecemeal, joining the fray to reinforce units that have been routed or destroyed.
Fleet ready. Ready for action. And waiting.
Awaiting further orders.